In RuneScape, there is so many ways that you can make money, and there's a ton of tools that are going to help you on finding out those ways to do that. You can use YouTube and look up some recent money making guides, or you could go ahead and you could use the RuneScape wiki and see if there's anything listed on there that sparks your fancy. However, in this video, we are going to be trying out a new way to maybe get some good money making methods in the game and testing them out. And that includes ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot that was developed by OpenAI. We are going to be asking ChatGPT to give us some money-making methods that we can try out for an hour, and then we are going to go and test them out to see just how good they are. Is this a relevant way to make money in the game? Ask the bot what to do for an hour, what's good, and then go ahead and just do that? Well, let's find out. Okay, so this is ChatGPT. Now we're going to be asking this the question of giving me a way to go and make money in the game for an hour, and then we're going to test it out. Now we're going to find out if maybe this is the new way to get a money making method and see if it's any good. Just for a bit of fun, just for a bit of entertainment. So let's ask the question. Can you please give me a money making method in RuneScape? Okay, so rather than giving us a very specific money-making method, what's happened is the AI said, I can offer several potential money-making methods in RuneScape, but please know that the effectiveness and profitability of these methods may vary depending on the state of the game's economy, the player level, and other factors. Here are some possible options. So they've listed off skilling, combat, merchanting, questing, and flipping. So questing doesn't actually make money, as we probably are aware, but it's still a big part of RuneScape. The other things in here definitely can. But let's ask it for a very specific one, see if we can actually get like a specific task to do. So the method that we've been given is killing blue dragons in Tavoli Dungeon. It says the requirements is 70 combat, an anti-dragon shield or dragon fire shield, good armor and weapons for melee combat, and they're fine with all this sort of stuff, and a teleportation method to Tavoli, teleport to house or Tavoli teleport. It says travel to the Tavoli Dungeon. You can get there by going through the trapdoor in the house north of Tavoli or using a Tavoli teleport. Equip your anti-dragon shield or dragon fire shield to protect yourself from the dragon's fire breath. Enter the blue dragon area and start killing the dragons. You can use melee combat with your best armor and weapons. Okay. Collect the drops from the blue dragons, including dragon bones and blue dragon hide. These are valuable items that you can sell on the Grand Exchange. Repeat steps 3 to 4 until your inventory is full or you have completed 1 hour of killing blue dragons. Teleport back to a bank and sell the dragon bones and blue dragon hide on the Grand Exchange for profit. And it says, note, the profit for this method may vary depending on current prices of dragon bones and blue dragon hide. You can check the price on the Grand Exchange to get an idea of how much you can make per hour. Additionally, if you have access to high level prayers like piety or chivalry, you can use them to increase your combat effectiveness and potentially kill the blue dragons faster. Okay, so with this method, we have to use melee is what the bot has basically said that we need to do. We need to use our best melee armor and weapons. We will do that. And then of course we need to collect the drops, and then we need to be able to bank them in Tavoli until an hour is up. So we won't be using note paper or anything like that. We're going to bank it all individually, and I can use my high level prayers, as they've said here. You have access to high level prayers like piety or chivalry, so we'll just use the regular ones, and we'll see how much we can make in 1 hour of killing blue dragons, and then we'll test another method after that. Anyway, how much is killing blue dragons in Tavoli Dungeon these days with the method that the AI has given us? Let's find out. Okay, so we've done 20 minutes of this instead of a full hour because there's no really need to really do a full hour. There's no RNG to it or anything like that. It is purely just kill blue dragons and take their bones as well and their hides. So we're going to get our dragon bones too, and we are going to go ahead and sell these off on the Grand Exchange to see how much we made in 20 minutes. So we got 481k from this, meaning if you times it by 3, so 60 minutes divided by 20, it's 3 times, is 1.44 mil, meaning that you can get about 1.4 mil from doing this, 1.5 mil maybe if you were rushing it a little bit better than I was. For a lower level player, because I'm using a sword and a shield, you could probably still kill them almost as quick as I did. I was using revolution as well, and probably a pretty terrible revolution bar that was automatically sent to me by Jagex. You could probably get about 1.4-1.5 mil an hour doing this as like a low level player. It's blue dragon hide. You don't need to use the dragon shield, let's be honest. You don't. You can just use dual wield and like an anti-fire potion or something to get faster kills that way as well. Using a better bar, using magic, using range, all these sort of things will probably speed it up too. Let's take a look if we can get another method from ChatGPT and see what that turns up. Could you please give me another method to do for 1 hour? So we're going to send that and see what we get as our result. Here's a potential money making method in RuneScape that you can try for 1 hour. And it says making cannonballs in Edgeville. Holy crap, dude, this has been a while since I've heard about this. It's been a long while. It's can't be that good, but we're going to find out. The steps: travel to the bank in Edgeville with your steel bars and coal. Withdraw your steel bars and coal from the bank and use them on the furnace in the building just east of the bank to make steel bars. Wait, do you actually need coal for this? Is it not just steel bars on its own? I'll find out, but I don't know for sure. Withdraw 27 steel bars in the bank and bring them to a nearby anvil. Use the steel bars with the anvil to make cannonballs. Yeah, it says there, restore your steel bars and coal from the bank using the furnace in the building. But then it also says restore 77 steel bars and bring them to nearby anvil. So we just need the steel bars. Repeat step 2, 3 until you have made as many cannonballs as possible within 1 hour. Bank the cannonballs and any extra steel bars and coal you have. Sell the cannonballs in the grand exchange for profit. And again, it says the same thing. The profit method can vary depending on the current price of steel bars and cannonballs. Okay, so we're going to go and buy some steel bars. We'll do another 20 minutes of this as well, and then we'll sell that off. And we'll see how much profit this makes per hour. Let's go. Okay, that's 10 minutes done. We were going to do 20, but this is nothing different here for the next, it's not going to be any different. This is going to be pretty accurate of what you're going to get across the full thing. So we're going to do 10 minutes, multiply it by 6 this time instead of by 3, and we'll see what we end up getting. So we're going to chuck these away. We made 640 cannonballs, and I actually need to work out how many bars I've used as well, but that's absolutely fine. We're going to sell these off. We gotta sell 743k, but we need to take 407,000 away from this because we used 160 cannonballs. So we got 160 cannonballs, 407k is the cost for that, leaving us with 336k every 10 minutes. So if we multiply the 336k that's left by 6, that gives us 2 million GP per hour, pretty much 2,016,000 or something like that, which means this is better than the last one, and it's very, very AFK. 2 mil an hour for smithing cannonballs by buying the stuff on the Grand Exchange and then selling them off straight away. That's not good. It's not bad. It's incredibly AFK. Like, you could do this on multiple accounts and AFK the living crap out of it, but you would need quite a lot of accounts to make a good amount of profit. But the requirements are very low, so for a low-level player, this could still be something good to do while you're on mobile, AFKing at work or something. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby, ChatGPT. It's not too bad. Okay, so for this time, for method 3, instead of just saying, could you please give me another method to do for 1 hour, I am going to specifically ask for a high-level method and see if this makes a difference on how much money we can make. Because obviously cannonballs is low level, and doing the dragons is also low level. So let's see if we can get it to give us something that's a little bit more high level and see what comes from it. Let's just see if maybe it's a bit better or more profit per hour, and we'll see what it says. Okay, so it says, sure, here's a potential high-level money-making method in RuneScape that you can try for 1 hour. Killing Vorkath in the Dragon Slayer 2 quest. No, it thinks it's Rune. So by RuneScape, it's assuming it means old school RuneScape rather than RuneScape 3, which is not a specific thing. So maybe instead of doing this, what we can do is ask it to specifically stick to RuneScape 3. Okay, so after a couple of different ways to word it and making sure the bot understood that we were talking about the main version of RuneScape and the old school, we ended up getting another method here that says, I apologize for the mistake earlier. Here's a potential high-level money-making method in the main version of RuneScape that you can try for 1 hour. Method: killing Vindicta in the Heart of Gielinor. Requirements: high combat level, 90+ recommended, good armor and weapons for melee combat, oh no, access to the Heart of Gielinor, optional enhanced Excalibur for healing. Okay, so it's pretty much giving out a Vindicta guide here. Teleport to the Heart of Gielinor and enter the boss portal to Vindicta's lair. Equip your best armor and weapons for melee combat. Attack Vindicta with your melee weapons, switching to protect from melee or deflect melee prayer to mitigate damage. Use enhanced Excalibur for healing if necessary. Collect the drops from Vindicta, including Dragon Rider Lance, Dragonfire Ashes, and rare drops like the Crest of Zaros and the Dragonfire Ward. I don't think that's a thing, but hey, it's fine. These are valuable items that you can sell on the Grand Exchange. Repeat steps 3 to 5 until your inventory is full, or you have completed 1 hour of killing Vindicta. Teleport back to the bank and sell the drops on Grand Exchange for profit. Note, the profit from this method may vary depending on the current price of Dragon Rider Lance, Ashes, Cress's Arrows, and the Ward. You can check the prices on the Grand Exchange to get an idea of how much you can make per hour. Additionally, this method requires high level combat skills and a good equipment to be prepared for a tough fight. Beautiful. So, the bot has decided that we're going to go to Vindicta. Let's go do an actual full hour of Vindicta and see if it was good, if it's a good idea. However, it says to use melee. I am not going to do this because, as you guys know, my melee gear is not that good. So, and obviously anybody who is going to do this would just use a different combat style instead, whatever combat style they've got. So we'll be using magic here, and we'll see how much we get after 1 hour of Vindicta. Let's go. Okay, so this is our last drop at Vindicta. So we're going to grab our stuff here. We are going to go take our loot off to the max guild and sell off everything that we got. Now, I did get a Dragon Rider Lance, which is obviously really, really good. But we're not going to include that in the total like gold per hour thing, just because you can't expect to get one of those every single hour. So let's sell off everything else, see how much we got with that, and then we'll sell off the Dragon Rider Lance to see the total just afterwards. So we've got 0 coins in the coin pouch right now. The ChatGPT send us to a good place to go. Now, of course, we all know that Vindicta is PVM, and in the gear that I used, it would make more sense to go and do PVM somewhere else. But if you were to just use ChatGPT to tell you a way to make money, and then you listen to it, would it have sent you in a good place? So, sell off absolutely everything here that is worth some money, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking great. From what we've sold so far, it is not looking great at all. So we'll see. It could still be really good. It could still be absolutely fine. But without the Dragon Rider Lance, we could be looking at something that's like, whew, I don't know, not very good whatsoever. So this is the last bit of loot. So without the Dragon Rider Lance, we're at 4 million GP for the hour. Now, considering this is PVM, it's pretty bad, but it's God Wars Dungeon 2. But if we do sell the lance, and of course you would want to include this partially, like if you did the math properly, you would do the drop rate and then the actual value of this, and then like divide that across the amount of kills you do and stuff like that. But we're going to sell this off. So 4 million with this, without this, and with it, it's for 42 million GP. So we did make 42 mil in that hour, which is pretty damn good. But 4 mil, otherwise, this is not the best money making method in the world. And of course, everyone knows what Vindicta is. And it's nothing like unique and special. But anyway, that was method number 3. Okay, so we're back for our final method that we're going to ask ChatGPT for. And I've put, can I get another high-level money-making method for the main version of RuneScape for the next hour? Let's actually add in here a high-level money-making method not using combat for the main version of RuneScape. And see what it says here. If I say not using combat, let's see what it says. Okay, sure. Here's a potential high-level money-making method in the main version of RuneScape that does not involve combat. Cool, cool, cool. So you can give it specifics as well. And it says crafting mud runes. So it says completion of the Lunar Diplomacy quest. We've done this. Cool. Level 13 rune crafting. Level 80 is recommended. Access to the altar. Pure essence on the what altar? Wait, I don't even know what altar this is. Is this a thing? I'll have to Google it real quick. But pure essence or regular essence, so pure essence, of course, and a greater runic staff for saving runes. All right, so we teleport to the altar using the lunar spells on the spellbook. Mud runes? Do you not just go to the altar out, like the earth altar? Is that not how you craft these? I don't know. So after looking it up, this altar here, the arena altar or whatever it's called, is the ZMI altar. It's the one that just gives you random runes. So you wouldn't want to do this. You would want to do the earth altar and the water runes. So that's incorrect information, which is a little bit unfortunate. Now I could tell it, I could teach it that this isn't how it works, and it would change that. So we'll do that real quick. So now, because of that, it's told us that we should craft nature runes instead. And it says 91 rune crafting, access to the nature altar, and the rune crafting pouches and stuff like that. And it's saying teleport to the nature altar using the abyss. So it seems like it's taking information from the wiki, but of course some of the information is still wrong. So it can't be a complete grab from the wiki. That being said, now that we've corrected it with this, it's sent us to a different method instead. But my overall thoughts is this is nowhere near like learned enough as of yet, and it might still learn more at some point if people kept coming and talking to it about RuneScape. that to the point where it could actually, you could come here and just say, hey, give me a money making method, and it's gonna go ahead and give you a good way to do this. Now, another thing I'll test in the future is its overall like use about the game knowledge and stuff. So rather than wiking it, you could come here and you could say, what is enhanced Excalibur in RuneScape? And we'll see if it can give us the actual answer. So this could end up saving you time rather than wiking stuff and having to skim through the thing. Or it could even give you maybe like a quest guide if you ask for it specifically. This could be a really cool tool for RuneScape. It does seem to know the information on the enhanced Excalibur, and you could do this as long as you know that this is reliable information across all the things it gives you. This could become a really cool tool. But anyway, what do you guys think of this video? Did you enjoy the idea of it? I hope you did. Obviously, the money making methods in here weren't necessarily ideal, like they really weren't. But it's interesting to see it give us the methods, and then we go ahead and do those and see how it actually works in today's economy and stuff like that. But either way, ChatGPT could be a really interesting tool for RuneScape players at some point, for any, I guess, MMOs or games at some point as well. It could be really useful and really cool. And I will make some more content with this in the near future. If you have any suggestions on things you would like me to try out with ChatGPT in RuneScape for a video, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, leave a like on the video, sub to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.